Learning how to dress isn't actually something that we're necessarily born with. Let's face it, we're not born in clothes, and we have to learn how to get dressed. There's all sorts of influences that help us learn this. From a very young age, we learn from watching our parents, our siblings, the people that we live with. As we get older, we might check out magazines and websites, Instagram, Pinterest, and great department stores, right? The stores that we shop at give us all the cues about how to get dressed. But in the end, there's not necessarily a manual that's gonna help us learn how to do that. So today I wanted to give you some of my favorite tips that have helped me to become a better dresser. These are things that I've learned over time that weren't necessarily taught to me and have been pretty life-altering for the way I get dressed, which ultimately makes me feel a lot better in my clothes. So I hope you'll love today's video. I hope you'll find it super useful. Give it a big thumbs up if you love this topic, and let's jump into today's video. I learned the hard way that asking whoever is around me, whoever I'm shopping with, if my outfit looks good may not actually be all that useful. So instead, I'm not being insulting, it's usually my husband. And he's actually quite sweet. And you know, that's my mom too. Everything looks good on you when you're with somebody who loves you, right? Unless it's just really obvious that something doesn't fit, then a lot of times the people that you care about aren't necessarily the best people to ask whether something looks good on you. So I have found instead one of the best tools that was actually maybe just a little bit humiliating at first was to take a picture of myself in my outfit and also a video. So you guys have seen me now doing a whole bunch of cutaways. You'll see me trying on outfits and everything. Well, I didn't do that before I started the fashion channel about a year ago. I never did those things. And as soon as I started videoing myself full body and seeing myself and stuff, I was like, hate the way that looks, love the way that looks. What was I thinking? And on we go. So being able to take a picture of yourself and a video, I suggest you do both. You can do it in, I do this a lot of times, when I'm by myself, I'll just do it in the closet because I have a full-length mirror in there. And I'm able to snap a picture of myself, and then also I can walk up to it on video, I can walk back. You can put it on like selfie mode or have it turned around and catch your backside. It's really, really useful because you're able to, something about taking a picture of yourself and a video kind of removes you from yourself, and you're able to see yourself a little bit more clinically and be a little bit more objective about the way something actually looks. The other thing that I'll do is that I will also compare the photo of myself in it to the photo of the model that was wearing it on the website. I know that's not always the nicest thing to do because for me, I'm 5'1.5", and sometimes comparing how I look in something compared to someone is 5'9", we don't look the same in the item, but actually it really does help remind me of how the item, how it was supposed to look. I think knowing like how it was styled, how did the experts style that piece on the model in order to sell it? Because I'm thinking this is probably the best way that they're gonna wanna put their best foot forward, aren't they? They're gonna want to give the very best of that item. And so those model shots can be a resource to you to know how it's gonna look and how it should be styled and whether it's fitting you the way that it's meant to fit. And maybe it still works on you, and then maybe you look at those photos and you're like, I did that recently with coats. I was just talking about this, I think, in the last video. A lot of times when I buy coats, they are 3/4 length on the models, but they're full length on me. That's okay, because I still like a full length coat, but it also helps me to think, I might wanna tailor that actually. I might wanna go ahead and hem the bottom of that coat and maybe the sleeve. So talking about tailoring, that is another thing that has completely and absolutely transformed the way that I get dressed. I used to just roll my pants. I'd under-roll them, like tuck the cuff under so you wouldn't see it. I would just wear things baggy, or what actually happened the most is that I would just send things back. And I was just so frustrated all the time. Now, yes, I am a little bit more petite, even more petite than a lot of petite girls, But for those of you who are tall, you guys face this as well. It really doesn't even matter. Even if you're an average size, if the model fit was 5'9" and you're 5'6", it might need to be hemmed. It might need the sleeve adjusted. You can also, adjust the shoulders on items and things like that. I think the reason that a lot of people don't do it is because, first of all, they worry. Of course, it's not returnable once that's done. And a lot of times the tailoring can be it just feels like an additional cost on top of something. But when you buy really beautiful quality pieces that are going to last you years and years, it's well worth taking it to a tailor who might hem your pants for like $10. I think the most I've ever paid is I had some faux leather shorts hemmed, and I think that they were like $25 to have them hemmed. It wasn't that expensive, and that was one of the more expensive tailoring jobs that I've had done. So it's worth the money to look and feel really good in your clothes. And it will save you from having to send everything back or just looking sloppy in your clothes. I am thrilled beyond words to share our video sponsor with you guys today, because I'm trying not to cry. I'm this honored. Our video sponsor for today is Bergdorf Goodman, and this is like all of my dreams come true. Like, this is just a moment, okay? Because I mean, who doesn't know what Bergdorf Goodman is? This is one of the most iconic department stores, not only in the US, but in the entire world. It always tops the list of best department stores around the world. And so for me, this is just a moment, because as a girl, my dream was to be a buyer and to work in a department store, and I used to talk about it all the time when I was young. Like, this was what I wanted to do. And so as a designer, having this love and passion for home and clothing and putting all of these looks together, there is a source for me that I go to all the time, and that is Bergdorf Goodman. Bergdorf was started in 1899, and their flagship store opened in 1920. I mean, this is iconic to America. I mean, I love it. I go to Bergdorf. Do you guys call it Bergdorf? I always do that. I always call it Bergdorf. But I go to Bergdorf Goodman all the time. Jack and I were up in New York just a few weeks ago, and I was just about skipping through the store, looking at all the departments, and all the sales associates are amazing, and they're like, "Can we help you?" And I'm like, "I'm just happy looking." I was like a kid in a candy shop. I'm like, the shop interior is so beautiful. So what I love is that you can literally have all of that fun and experience by shopping online. And so that's what I've done. I do it all the time. I love it because they've got beautiful luxury brands, but also really affordable brands as well. They're really mixed in. And so like my outfit today is from Bergdorf. I know, I'm like, it's such a me outfit, isn't it? I know. I am wearing this blazer. This by one of my favorite brands, Sank Accept. I own so many blazers from them. Bergdorf has amazing selection of Sank Accept, and it's really affordable, but the cut and the fit on everything is stunning. I love how this has like just a dressier look to it. Then underneath, I am wearing this beautiful, just simple turtleneck. Right, this is just easy dressing. It's got that beautiful seamless look on it. It's simple, easy essentials that help us make amazing outfits. And then I'm also wearing the beautiful coated jeans. I had to go look and I looked twice just to double check. I was like, how are these not real leather? They are the softest coated jeans I have ever owned. They are like, they literally feel like lambskin leather, like the best lambskin leather you've ever touched in your life. They are just soft and buttery and amazing, and they're super comfortable to just wear all day long. And so yeah, I'm like freaking out. And then wearing these really cute boots with this as well. Here, let me show you these boots because they're so stinking cute. These are what this is what I've been on the hunt for. I have found that we were talking about boots and mistakes that we make with dressing last week. And one of the things that I have found is that I really love a nice fitted boot on the ankle. And these are just ridiculously gorgeous. They literally, just the quality on these is amazing, but these are still really affordable. You're getting all the benefits of those designer brands, but that's what I love, is that Bergdorf Goodman is picky. They seem to get me. They're just like, we're gonna hand select from only certain brands that really understand what is a luxury item, even if it doesn't have necessarily a luxury price tag attached to it. So these are by Loeffler Randall, and they are amazing. I love the little pointed toe on them, and yeah, and they've got the little zip and the cute little heel. So yeah, so this is what I have been wearing all day for work. It's a very easy work outfit, but I am also gonna be going out to dinner with my husband. So I also have my beautiful YSL bag. Oh my goodness, I love this bag to death. I am in love with the style, with the grid pattern on it. I'm just freaking out over it. But I have to say, this has ended up being one of my most worn bags because it has the one feature that so many bags, so many of these beautiful designer brands, they're not coming out with these clutches, and this is genius because you can slip it over your wrist and be hands-free, but you can also just flip it up and just be extra styling. So I love this piece. I wasn't sure when I ordered it if it would hold enough, but shall we see what I've gotten here? Inside, it's gorgeous. I have a beautiful Valentina wallet, again, available on Bergdorf Goodman. I've got a hand sanitizer, and I think I could slip my phone in here as well. Then we can also slip the phone in here. Oh yeah, that's plenty of room. And then I've also, oh yeah, I could even put more in there. I've got more room. I can put more stuff in there. I've also got this beautiful Dior lipstick in here. This is the Dior Lita, and it is like the creamiest, just most wonderful lip color ever. And it's so soft and moisturizing on your lips, and I mean, it looks fabulous. So yeah, I am ready to go for the evening, and there I could actually put a lot more stuff in there. Yeah, because look at how it is. It's so good. You guys are gonna absolutely die over this one, but yeah. I could go on the entire video about them, okay? I'm just a fangirl. So thank you so much to Bergdorf Goodman for being our video sponsor today. Another thing that completely and absolutely, quite possibly more than any of these, transformed the way that I get dressed was starting a Pinterest account. I've had my Pinterest now since the beginning of Pinterest. I don't remember what year they started, but I've had a Pinterest, I feel like it was like around 2010, 2012, somewhere around there. I realized that Pinterest was a world in which I could control what images were saved. So if you get a magazine, say you get Vogue, right, you're not going to control what's on every single page. Well, when it comes to your wardrobe, having control over the items that you put into it is really important, but also knowing what you really like from the beginning is a very useful tool. So what I did is before I just put a full stop. This was, about 10 years ago. I put a full stop on buying anything. And I started to use my Pinterest account to pin pictures of things that I really, really liked. And then I really started to dissect the actual items themselves. I started to look at the colors that grabbed my attention. I looked at the cuts of items. I looked at the fabrics. I looked at the settings even. All of these things are clues to what you really like. That was a really useful tool for me, and it's helped me save a lot of money, and it's helped me to hone in on what I really, really like. And then I'll order stuff in that style, and sometimes it gets to my house and I'm like, nope, I didn't like this, and I'll go back and review my Pinterest and say, that wasn't a style. Like sometimes I've done like overly glossy things and I'm like, I'm not really like that cosmopolitan. Like, I don't really want that shiny of a pair of pants. So it looked good in the photo, but not on me. So you can start to really weigh against what your pictures look like of you, what you really like, and you can really build out an amazing wardrobe. I'll leave a link for my own Pinterest so that you can check mine out and see what I've done. Finally, let's chat about undergarments. I'm in all black on the all black fireplace. There you go. This is my aesthetic, okay? You saw my Pinterest. You know how I am. And of course, I wear lots of black bras because I wear black. So one of the things that has been transformative to me is learning how to mind my undergarments. I think it can be quite a challenge. And look, I'm not against I love wearing lace bras. And I don't mind if a little bit of that shows like through a top, but I want it to be purposeful. And I hate when you can see, like right now, I'm wearing another one and there's no seam. Like, you don't see lumps or bumps or anything underneath this. That's what I want. And so the seamless bra and the coordinating underwear are amazing. I will say that I am somewhat naughty, and I have found that I can get away wearing lace underwear underneath most of my pants, trousers, and such. Because I prefer to wear lace on the bottom. I love Hanky Panky. It's a great brand to check out, but I think having a seamless bra, one in black, so when you're wearing dark clothes, I think also one that matches your skin tone as well. You can always have a little bit of fun and go for purples and dark brown and pinks and everything else, but I think the way to really for sure guarantee that you always look good is to make sure that you have one that's the same color as your flesh, so that when you're wearing a light top, you don't see through it. So if even you don't want a white, most people won't have much use for a white bra because they're just too white and they actually show through your white clothing. So the undergarments really do matter, and they make everything you put on just look better when you've got them in order. So I'll leave the link for the seamless bras that I like and seamless underwear, and then I'll also leave you the ones that I like that are also lace. Those are just a few things that I have found that have changed getting dressed for me. I hope that you found today's video super useful, that you'll hit subscribe if you haven't already. It's just so much fun to see this channel growing. We've already hit 30,000 subscribers here, well on our way to 50, and then we'll just keep growing and growing. What I love about this is that we are a community that's learning and growing together. So please leave us comments to let us know which of these tips is one, if there's something new to you, if there's something you would add. Please leave all that great stuff down below, because why wait to learn something when you're older if we're each other's BFFs, okay? We're here to teach each other. So please leave comments for us. We'd love to read them all. And thank you so much for joining us. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.